G'day and welcome to Todd's Kitchen. Bread is a staple in just about every household throughout the world, and with the rising cost of prices these days, it's getting more and more expensive. But the one recipe everyone has overlooked these days is bread. It is incredibly easy and incredibly cheap to make, so join me today as we cook a homemade bread. Now to start off with, into 1.5 cups of lukewarm water, we're going to add 2 tablespoons or 14 grams of yeast. Now to keep the cost down, I recommend buying the bulk containers. You can buy the packets of course if you like, but this works out far cheaper in the long run than buying packets constantly. So it's going to give this a quick stir just to get all that yeast wet. And we're going to let this sit here for about 10 minutes. In 10 minutes you should start to see a little froth forming on the top. Now yeast plays an important role in bread making. It ferments and grows when combined with food such as flour or sugar when warm. Carbon dioxide is produced and trapped in the dough as tiny air bubbles, which makes the breads rise during cooking and gives it a characteristic texture. Now into a mixer bowl we're going to place 500 grams of plain flour or 3 1/3 cups. Then to that we're going to add a tablespoon of salt. What salt does, it just adds extra flavour, it also enhances the flavour of the bread. Okay, next pour in your yeast mixture. And what we're going to do now is just stir this for about 1 or 2 minutes, just so it's well combined. Now if you don't have one of these, it's not an issue. What you have to do is put it onto a floured surface, and basically for 10 minutes you're going to fold it and push it out. Fold it, push it out. Fold it, push it out. Okay, once you finish kneading the dough, put it into a bowl and just cover it up very well, just to make sure that no fresh air gets into the bowl. So once done that, we're going to let this sit here for 1 hour, and within 1 hour it should double in size. Okay, so as you can see that it is now doubled in size. So just sprinkle some flour on there, just so it doesn't stick to your fingers, and we're just going to knead it for about 2 to 3 minutes, just so we got all that excess air out. Next, just grab a cake pan. We're just going to lightly grease the insides, just some cooking spray oil, and grab your dough, and I just want you to half it up so you've got the same amount. Okay, so just form it into a ball, nice even ball. I'm going to place that right there, and we're going to do the same for this one. Okay, once done, we're going to place a damp tea towel just over top, just like so, and we're going to let it sit here for 30 minutes, just till it starts to rise just a little bit. Okay, I've had this sitting here for a while now, let's see what it's like. Oh, it's perfect. As you can see, it's risen quite a bit, and it's moved out. So what we're going to do now is we're going to place this into a preheated oven at 200 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes. Okay, so I've just taken this out of the oven. I'll tell you what, it's looking and smelling fantastic. Now, as a tip, don't leave it in the pan to cool down, otherwise the outer crust on the inside and on the bottom will sweat and you won't get that crispy outer texture. So we're going to put it onto a wire rack. Oh, look at that. I'm going to put it onto a wire rack and we're going to let it cool like this. Thank you for watching this episode of Todd's Kitchen. Be sure to show me some love by giving me a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time for another delicious recipe.